Good morning, guys. Welcome in. How is everybody on this wonderful Tuesday morning? Good morning. How are you, Liz? Welcome to the morning live. This is where we have our morning motivation. I do not do yes, no questions or tarot readings in the morning. We are talking You Are a Badass Every Day right now. We are almost done with this book. So if you have been looking for some sort of motivation or guidance or just something to kind of switch your routine up, this is the live for you. You're welcome to stay around, listen in. We always start off with a morning meditation, 5 minutes, that's it. And you are welcome to hang around, listen in to the lecture. I guess you would call it a lecture. And for those who don't know, I do have a giveaway going on right now for, I'm giving away a copy of this book and a copy of the next book we'll be doing, which is Badass Habits. So there's a pinned post on my page. You just go in, you tag 3 friends, and you type in Baddie. And then you are entered to win. Wow. You're a grown-ass man. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How is everybody? Do not accept negative comments in here, trolls, any of that. So if you're all about that, please leave. Like, I don't need grown-ass people in here pulling people down. If that's what you're about, you can go ahead and keep scrolling. Good morning, Indigo. How are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was somebody in here already making comments. Like, it hurts my feelings. It's all good. I'm alright. I'm good. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Good morning, Dale. How are you? You want to see the tattoo, Indigo? It's angry, but it's done. Good morning. I don't know if you can see over the comments, but that's what it be looking like. I do. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, she did a good job. Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting our morning meditation. It's just 5 minutes. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to wait and see if there's more people. I have a couple other regulars that come through. This is my morning live. I do not answer any yes/no questions. I'm not sure. I'm going to let it heal up and figure out if I want to add color. So I kind of like it, just the black and gray for now, but I'm going to let it heal up and see what it looks like after all the redness is gone. And then I'll see if if I want to add color. The way she has it set up too, like if we do, we're going to do most of the color up top and then have the embers kind of coming down. So, which I'll set up later if that's something I want to do. So we'll see. I'm excited though. It definitely was interesting sleeping last night because it is so tender and I sleep on that side. I didn't think about that, but oh my goodness. We were talking about you know, how getting tattoos is very similar to SH. Because it's, you know, you like the pain of it. You know, there's a release with it. So that was interesting, and we had a really good discussion too. She was discussing different spiritual things that she has encountered during her life as well. So it was definitely a good session all around for both of us. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. And here's the funny thing. I could have done a morning live yesterday. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thanks for stopping in and posting that up. We like that type of attitude here. Um, so I thought my appointment was at 9 a.m. Yeah, I was 3 hours early. Oh man. And this girl is one that does not want you showing up like 15 minutes early. I showed up 3 hours early. Apparently my appointment was not until noon. I don't know, there was some sort of mix up with our communication, but it's all good. It all worked out. It was Monday. What can I say? It was my own bad. I should have double checked when I had talked to her a few days before and just verified the time. Because I scheduled it at her shop where a lot of people schedule it online and then they have what everything is. Like she sends you that and I don't know, something got all mixed up. Good morning. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to give it about 6 more minutes waiting on everybody. There's a few that are regulars in here that I want to see if they come in before I get started. Yesterday was trying. It really was. I cannot explain the exhaustion I felt yesterday. And normally, you know, after I babysit and all that, like, I'll come home and I'll take like an hour nap if I need to, just because my sleep schedule is all over the place. And I couldn't yesterday because my daughter had a basketball game last night, which they did not win. They lost in overtime. My daughter fouled out in overtime, but she was top scorer. But anyways, and then I came home and I think I fell asleep probably about 10. And then I was back up at 11:30 and then probably didn't fall back asleep until 2 a.m. And I'm like, what the flip is going on? I hope yours wasn't too bad. Excuse me. I don't know, there's a lot going on with, like, what Mars is, like, standing still right now. So with the Mars retrograde, it's about to go direct on Thursday. So things, I don't know, I'm like, well, Mars is an angry planet, so that makes sense. Like, it's just standing still, like, fuming before it goes direct. And of course, we're in Mercury retrograde, and there's all sorts of stuff going on. I'm not an astrologer. I just, follow them on TikTok. And I'm like, wow, that makes sense why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Good morning, Amy. I do not answer yes no questions or do tarot readings in the morning. This is our morning motivational live. Right now we are reading You Are a Badass Every Day. And I am doing a giveaway of this book and the next book we'll be doing. If you check out my pinned post on my page, you can enter to win. You just need to tag 3 friends. Make sure you're following me and put Batty in the comments. Who doesn't like free stuff? And if you're all about, motivating yourself to have a better life, now's the time. I was in the mood after work and just couldn't get centered and then was exhausted and almost overslept. Oh, you're fine. It's okay. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I did oversleep. My daughter woke me up at 7 and she's like, Mom, it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, oh, shit. It's just, I don't know. I keep hearing that, what is it? It's the cardinal signs? Yeah. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, come March, like, they get really out of like, the past 15 years or something have been really trying. I'm like, well, yeah, that resonates. And, like, some are going into, like a more trying time. I don't know. I can't keep up with all that. Hopefully today is better. No, today will be better. We're putting that out there. It is going to be a good day. It is going to be excuse me. It is going to be fantastic. We're going to find motivation and energy and yeah, so go get some coffee. All right, 2 more minutes, guys. And I'll get started with the morning meditation. And then we'll get started with the book. I would not be surprised if we didn't. Well, I might not finish it today. We're definitely finishing it probably tomorrow. Alright. So, with the meditation, again, I set a timer for 5 minutes. I'll be setting it here in just a moment. You just need to relax. Good morning. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your body. Take some deep breaths. We're trying to clear our mind. Our thoughts are going to want to come in. You can, you may feel the need to entertain those thoughts in order to get back. We want to pay attention to our breaths. I currently use astrology as a way to find out why when I can't make sense of what's happening. Yes, facts. That's how I am too. I don't sit there and say, well, we're going to be feeling this way because Mars is in retrograde. I mean, it's good to know, but I don't want to give power to a planet at this point, but if I can't figure out why I'm so angry or, emotional, it'll make sense. So, alright, I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to go off screen for the 5 minutes. Again, take some deep breaths, pay attention, or not pay attention, relax. Don't pay attention to your thoughts and focus on your breathing. Alright, we're going to get started. Be back in 5. Okay, time is up. See, that wasn't so bad. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the morning motivation. We are discussing You Are a Badass Every Day. We're going to get started on the reading here in just a moment. So you're welcome to stick around, learn a few things. I do not answer yes, no questions or do readings in the morning. We are here to learn together, grow together, and strengthen ourselves. So with that, let's see what we got today. There is a moment right before we give up or start rationalizing our way out of staying the course or begin to dip our toe into the sea of temptation that I like to call the moment of truth or proof. Damn, call outs early in the morning, man. It's the moment when all of our no-nonsense dedication to achieving our goals and all of our excitement about the brand new life we're creating for ourselves either stays strong or goes poof into a lazy boy shaped puff of smoke. I strongly suggest having something at the ready to keep you on track when one of these moments flashes its sexy smile at you. Keep a note in your wallet that said something like, "This is your one and only life we're talking about here. Stay the course." Make a pact with a pal to be each other's emergency phone call when either one of you is dangling on the precipice of screw it. Take a picture of the people or person who believes in you the most, giving you the thumbs up, and stick it on the screen of your phone. Carry around a written statement of why you're so excited to change your life. Crank your favorite song. Do a victory lap around your house. Beat your chest and declare, "My ass is bad to the bone." Have something specific and mighty meaningful in place to interrupt yourself should you begin negotiating your way out of going for your dreams. I mean it. Please do this, because a split second can mean the difference between completely changing your life or sliding back into ho-hummery. This happens all too often. I've done it several times, right? There's been times where you're so gung-ho about changing your life, doing something different, creating a book or creating a course, or you're just so excited to move into something different. And then the moment it either gets boring or hard or just you're frazzled, that's where you really need to have somebody or something in place to remind you of your why. Right? Because there are moments like this. It happens all the time. Don't let that win. You're ready. You want this new life. You have to keep moving and keep going. You make a difference. Make sure every single decision you make today is in alignment with your goal. Is this sandwich I'm about to eat in alignment with my goal? Yes, I'm hungry. Avocados are good for me and make me happy. This meal will give me energy. Sandwich, you officially have clearance. Is driving my kids to school in alignment with my goal? Yes, I will go home immediately afterward and start working. And have them the hell out of the house will be great for my focus. I feel that one. Is gossiping with Sheila at the coffee shop in alignment with my goal? No, it's a low-level activity in which Sheila and I try to heal our damaged self-esteem by raging on others. Bye-bye, Sheila. Keep your goal at the forefront of your mind and be diligent about directing all your thoughts, focus, conversations, and actions in service of its success. Write down any observations, victories, frustrations, and insights you may have from doing this daily. Again, I talk about this a lot. It's important to be aware of what you're thinking, feeling, talking about, with whom, and what the energy brings to you. Yesterday you put your bookmark on this one. It's a good one. It really is, because and this is where it's really important to have that person too, right? That's able to say, no, this is on the verge of, low level. This is gossiping. Is this pushing you towards who you want to be, or is this kind of who you were? Because let's face it, we've all been in that situation where we may talk some smack or be like, oh, did you hear what happened? And it kind of makes you feel better. Like, oh, my life's not as bad as I thought it was, right? But all it's really doing is you're kind of, I don't want to say that you're relishing in someone's, misery, but you kind of are, right? So we don't want to do that. We want to say, if we hear something like that, that's why a lot of people are like, well, I'm sending my thoughts, I'm sending my prayers. But actually do it. Like, actually imagine and lift these people up. Don't gossip about them. Lift them up and see them in a better position. Lift their cross, lift their burdens, and see them doing better. And do the same for you. There's nothing out there that says you can't see yourself better, right? You can look at yourself as a third person and be like, wow, Indigo's really struggling. He's having a hard time today. I'm going to imagine him smiling. I'm going to imagine him, having, a good day and feeling good about himself and loving life. You can do that for yourself. You absolutely can. You can, you do that for others. You can do it for yourself. Sometimes that helps, because a lot of the times we feel we can't do that to ourselves, that we can't see ourselves better, or that's kind of conceited or selfish, whatever the case may be. But you can look at yourself as a third person, and you can say, I hope, like Marci is doing better. She's having a rough day, but she's doing better. She's getting sleep, all of that. Hey Theo, how are you? Hope work is good for you. So, again, pay attention to what you're doing, what you're saying. Who's actually in alignment with you. And that doesn't mean you have to avoid these people forever. Alright, so if Sheila tends to gossip and you kind of get sucked into that, you might be like, yeah, I'm going to try a different coffee shop for a little bit. Or just make your own coffee. But, you don't want to keep getting sucked into that, because it's not a good place to be. It doesn't seem like it's hurtful or harmful, but it can be. Alright, moving on. Ask your pals for support. Your intuition for guidance. Your boss for a day off. Your neighbor to turn it down. Your kids for a hug. Your partner for an ear. Your sister for help. The universe for a miracle. The guy at the deli for a bigger pickle instead of the one he's about to give you. Whatever it is, ask for what you want. Notice where in your life you're feeling lacking and or let down by others, and flex your asking muscle. This may sound like a no-brainer, but so often we shy away from reaching out, and then we get resentful or depressed when people don't read our minds or the universe doesn't provide. Ask with specificity, clarity, and gratitude, and ye shall receive. I tell a lot of people too, when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to this type of thing, especially people who are Christian based, there's nothing wrong with praying, right? You're so used to praying. Praying and manifestation are the same thing. Good morning, Brittany. And it's okay to pray for a good day. It's okay to be, thank you for bringing me a good day. That's no different. And it's showing gratitude. You don't have to wait till the end of the day to pray or to express your gratitude. You can do it during the day. You can easily say, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Whatever it is that you want to connect with. And if you're having a hard time, if you're struggling, you can easily say, thank you for helping me get out of this mental struggle. Thank you for showing me the path I need to be on. And let them help you. Open yourself up to that guidance instead of trying to figure it all out in your mind. You can ask actual people for help too. You don't have to, wait for the universe or figure it out yourself. That person is in your lane, in your way, for a reason. You know that they may be good at something. You could say, hey, I know you're really good with website development. Could you give me some tips? Like, what would you suggest that, you don't have to like try to get them to do your whole website. You could say, hey, what's a good tip that you could give me to help me create the website or whatever, and see what happens. They might be like, hey, check out WordPress. That's pretty user friendly. You can get it all set up. And who knows, it might be like, oh, if you need any help, just shoot me an email or shoot me a question. Or, hey, I do these. I create these. This is, if you want me to do it for you, here's my card. Yeah, sometimes we have to invest actual money in these things. Thank you, universe, for the amazing day I'm going to have today. Exactly. Right? We want to put that out there. We want that. There's nothing wrong with that. Instead of, preparing for the struggle all day, like somehow getting through a struggling day makes you a better person. I know that's how I used to feel. Like I would be like, oh yeah, today was so difficult. Like I had this and this and this and this happened and this happened. Like it was some sort of accomplishment. And that's not to take away from it because, when you overcome a struggle, yeah, it is an accomplishment. But like it became bragging rights with how bad of a day I would have and how I got through it. Instead of being like, man, today was really nice. Everything just seemed to go my way. Even when I thought I was at a crossroads and didn't know what to do, like I got what I needed. I knew which path to take. I knew what I needed to do. There is nothing wrong with having a good day. There is nothing wrong with, sliding through the day without a big, storm coming through. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't feel like you have to create storms in order to be a better person. You don't have to. There's no... I don't even know what I want to say to that. But stop making your day so difficult so you feel accomplished. So you feel better about yourself. You can still feel better about yourself if things go easy. Because you know what? You created that. Your attitude created that. Your mentality created that. We don't have to struggle. We don't have to make life a struggle. So stop. Alright. Look around right now and notice 5 things about your surroundings that bring you joy that you've never paid much attention to before. Things you appreciate regularly don't count. Stretch yourself to notice how staggeringly abundant your universe is by looking beyond what you usually see. For example, I'll hail the light switch on the wall that provides me with the miracle of sight in the dark. Thank you, neighborhood, for making me feel safe and for having a nice, smiley mailman. Notice 5 things. Bask in all the reasons you love them, and then sit in a grateful stupor over what a charmed individual you are. So, like she said, something simple as electricity. We know it's there. We know not everybody has it, but we have it, and we can be grateful for that. all the books that have given my children knowledge. You know, they've been sitting there for years. They're younger books. They have allowed my kids to learn at such a young age that has helped them grow into, you know, thriving young adults. What else? My bed. My bed. It's comfortable. Too comfortable sometimes. No, never too comfortable. Right? But it allows me to have a restful night's sleep. Warmth. Heat. You know, especially we're in the middle of winter. Coffee. The ability to make coffee at home. Because let me tell you, I have not had my own cup of coffee at home for the past 2 days because I ran out of creamer and just never got to the store. Today I had creamer. So I'm thankful for my coffee. Trying to get excited before coffee. Yeah, so I did not go without coffee. I will let you guys know that. I did not go without coffee, but I did not make coffee at home. Just because, again, I didn't have creamer and didn't get to the store. But I digress. Alright, your attitude steers the wheel that determines the course of your life. Your attitude. You are everything that brings you joy, lights you up, turns you on, holds your attention, fills your heart, cracks you up, makes you weep, calms you down, enlists your talents, inspires you to grow. It's all right there, inside yourself. Everything you need to know about how to be the perfect expression of you. Trust your own gut, your own feelings, your own joy above all else. Excited that the coffee is brewing is the only excitement before coffee I can muster. Facts. A few months ago, my brother took our aunt to the doctor and left with a diagnosis informing us that she was in the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. As she's gotten older and has watched her memory slowly slipping away, the big A has always been her biggest, most dreaded fear. So, my brother, feeling devastated and scared for her as they were driving home from the doctor's, tearily let her know that we're all right here for her and that we will get through this together. Get through what together? She responded. I'm not making light of a situation that breaks my heart, but I am rejoicing in the benefits of forgetfulness, something that tends to get a really bad rap in our culture. To her great credit, even Aunt Lucy, when she's lucid, is aware that her unawareness is a blessing, because it frees her from worrying about something she has no control over. Here are some other things we have no control over. The weather. I disagree. The fact that we will die. Other people's actions, reactions, opinions, beliefs, their love of puns, their inability to see how cute my dog is even when he's jumping all over them because he's so excited, which I know is annoying, but his cuteness totally overshadows that. Change what you can change. Accept what you cannot change. And every time you find yourself about to start stewing on something scary, irritating, or worrisome, practice staying aware of when this is happening, please. Say to yourself, I choose to forget this. And move on. Wow. That's pretty powerful. I never looked at it that way. Choosing to forget something. That's interesting. Have you guys ever played with that? I mean, I've shifted, but I've never said those words. I choose to forget. You do it all the time. I've never said that. I choose to forget this. Quite a game changer. Because the power of your word and your intention can really change a lot of things that way. So, I'm going to play with that though. I'm going to play with that. I choose to forget this. It'll be interesting to see results. Okay, now equals never overwhelmed. I would like to add to all the screaming and yelling about the importance of staying in the present moment. It's sort of the same as releasing it, true. I would like to add to all the screaming and yelling about the importance of staying in the present moment by mentoring a benefit that's rarely discussed, and here it is. Overwhelm cannot touch you when you're all wrapped up in the here and now. Overwhelm is a mindset. It's the choice to focus on everything all at once and stress yourself out. Instead, choose to take your life moment by moment and savor it. Like pulling bonbons out of a heart-shaped box and popping them into your mouth one by one. Overwhelm exists in the future. I have 6 trillion emails to answer, 2 kids to pick up at school, a blueberry pie to bake, 4 clients to call, and a cat who just had kittens. Staying present while thoughtfully answering each email, or while rolling out the pie crust, or while getting a towel and cleaning up after the cats, each of these moments is its own deal, packed with so much to be grateful for and enjoy. These little moments have nothing to do with the mountain of madness they get lumped in with in the overwhelming future. So why make the choice to do that? Why not connect with and enjoy your moments on earth like the great gifts they are? And we talk about that. Being present, being aware, right? Do things with integrity. Focus on that moment. If you're writing, if you're journaling or writing a book, or, put all your attention and focus and be in the here and now. It works. That's how I wrote a book so fast, is I would literally dedicate so much time each day, and I did nothing but focus. No distractions, no nothing. Set a timer. We've talked about that a lot too. You want to clean, set a timer. Even 20 minutes, 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. And only do that. Put your phone away, don't get on Facebook, don't get on TikTok, and just focus on that. And you'll see a powerful change in your surroundings. If you want to reach, or that reminds me, what format and where do you want that letter to money? You can either message it to me on Facebook, or if you want to email it to me, my email is in my link tree. So either way. So I'm just gonna, if you're cool with me sharing it, I love it. Thank you. I want to get that series going too. All right. If you want to reach a new level of success in any area of your life, you absolutely must surround yourself with high vibe people, or at least one high vibe person whom you're in constant contact with. Spend time with people who remind you and who show you that anything is possible. People who share their resources instead of their worries, who see your strengths, encourage your dreams, celebrate your successes, poo-poo your excuses, inspire you, stretch you, help you, and adore you. Badassery doesn't happen in a vacuum. If you're serious about changing your life, get your power posse in place. And that's why I have, I'm going to plug it, That's why I am creating the Badass Bootcamp that's starting February 5th, right? I want to find a community of people who are ready to really take charge. Yes, these morning motivations are fabulous, but I want to take this a step further. I want to inspire you to really start to take action. So that all that information is going to be up here shortly. I wanted my landing page to be ready by Monday, but it wasn't. So, but I'm not stressing. It will be done. So yeah, so I want to create this community, and so that way we have the like-minded people in and surrounding us. So that's important, and I want to offer that to you guys and to help you and inspire you and create those connections. You'd have somewhere to check in. You'd have somewhere to, really talk about your dreams and your, aspirations, and have others help keep you accountable instead of coming in and saying, hey guys, I'm having a rough day, and then have it go, me too, me too, me too. We don't want the Me Too movement in that. We want the Me Too movement for when we're like, I went after it. I made the TikTok, right? I sent the publisher a copy of my book. Like, we want people to inspire one another, not allow us to let our bad moments pull us into a bad day and then into a bad life. Right? We want those moments, those bad moments, with people to, we can say, hey guys, I'm having a rough day. And then them say, okay, what can we do? How can we get you out of this? What do you need? Like, where's your struggle? What's your trigger? Where can we go from here? Like, how can we move past this? You want that type of people, not the ones that are like, yeah, man, me too. Like, and it's normal, and we're so conditioned to it. It's easy, right? To become a part of that struggle bus. We don't want that. You can't take care of anything or anyone if you don't take care of yourself. Next time you're in a waiting room somewhere, or sitting on an airplane, or stuck in a bumper-to-bumper traffic, put away your cell phone and use the opportunity of forced downtime to strengthen your meditation practice. Here's a very basic and simple meditation you can get into and out of quickly, and that you can do anywhere. Close your eyes or stare at a spot on the floor in front of you with a loose goose gaze. Part your lips a tiny bit to release your jaw, and focus all of your attention on the natural rhythm of your breath, moving in and out of your body. Stay in that space, moving any thoughts that come into your mind to the side, and coming back to your breath. Give this a try right now. Set your alarm for 5 minutes and see how it goes. That's why we start the day with our 5-minute meditation. It's easy. You can do it anywhere. You can do it for a moment. You can do it for 30 seconds. Whatever helps you, it helps clear your mind and get you back to grounding. Get into the habit of making this your go-to activity when you're sitting around instead of turning to your phone. The more often you use downtime to meditate and go inward and connect, as opposed to distract yourself and go outward and get sucked into the virtual world, the more peaceful and happy you'll be. Your intuition is your inner compass. It's a knowingness that transcends reason. It's a guide that gives nary a crap about anyone else's opinion, and it's the essence of who you are. Your intuition is here to lead you through your purpose on earth and to give you the answers you're seeking. What could be more important than spending time getting good at connecting with something like that? Here are some exercises to strengthen your relationship with your intuition that I would like you to do, please. Journal as free form and often as possible. So we talk about this, like, just start writing. whatever comes to mind. It doesn't have to make sense. It can be garbled. It can be one word. It can be, one word at a time, and they don't have to make a sentence. Free form it. Let it out. And if you can't figure out something to write, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to write. And just let it go from there. Before you know it, you may have something to write, you may not. It doesn't matter. It's helping you dump a lot of those thoughts that are, taking up space rent-free in your mind. Get it out so you can really clear your mind and tap into your intuition. Meditate every day. Pay close attention to the things and people and experiences that light you up, and involve yourself in those things. Listen to your words and get good at busting yourself when you're trying to talk yourself into something that doesn't fit or out of something that does. Be on the lookout for intuitive hits, ideas that suddenly pop in, feelings about a person or a situation that just come to you, hunches, warnings, goosebumps, etc., and practice the following through on those instead of brushing them off. So we're really becoming aware of our energy. We're becoming aware of, how the more you become, like with the meditation, the more you become aware of your body in a relaxed state, the more aware you're going to become of those intuitive hits, right? You're going to become more aware of when somebody's energy just isn't in alignment with yours. Whether they're lower or higher, you're going to come into awareness of, what was that? What was that thought? What was that, that hit? Why do I have goosebumps right now? What were we discussing? Right? And I do have goosebumps, by the way. So it's bringing you into the now, and it's helping you be aware. And this takes a little practice, right? But you can do it. And that's how you start to strengthen your intuition and manifest even stronger. Good morning, Morgan. Fear not the judgment of others. Fear living a life in which you keep your wild, wonderful, weirdo self in a cage. How are you, sweetheart? When you next participate in the profound and wondrous miracle that is eating, chew your food twice as long as you usually do. Focus on the contents in your mouth and explore all the tastes one by one. Notice your saliva. Behold how your tongue knows what to do. Then celebrate the food as it travels down to your stomach when you swallow, and rejoice in all the nutrients it's supplying to support your dear sweet one and only body that's been your ride on your earthly journey from day one. Send a big fat thank you out to the universe for your food, your body, and your life. Go about your day today as if this is your last day on earth. That one always hits hard for me. And it's not because it's a fear of dying. It's a fear of not living. Like, can I really, expect myself to have an incredible day? Like, when I hear that, live each day as if it were your last. It's just like, well, some people will want to go skydiving, and I can't do that today. Like, I got responsibilities. But it's still, being intentional with your day, right? Make it the best day regardless. Get in that mind frame of everything is beautiful and see the beauty in everything, even the frustrations. So instead of looking at it like I had been, right, that it's, well, how can I make that happen? Like, I can't go skydiving today. I just can't. I can't get anywhere to do that. But I can take each moment and look at it for the beautiful moment that it is, right? Even the frustrating ones. We humans think in images. For example, if I write the words big bowl of pasta with marinara sauce and a glass of red wine, an image of a big bowl of pasta with marinara sauce and a glass of red wine will pop into your head as you read them. And if you're like me, you're now seriously thinking of getting up and making a big bowl of pasta with marinara sauce and pouring a glass of red wine. My point? Images are incredibly powerful and motivating. They stir up strong feelings in us. They can even get the saliva flowing, and they act as a bridge for thoughts and ideas to be made manifest in physical form. We literally see our thoughts and words take physical form in our minds via imagery. How cool is that? So, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about, like, imagining having a great lunch or a great dinner. Like, and that's how you do that. Like, you'll start to actually, like, salivate thinking of whatever delicious dinner it is that you want. Or even if it's just a meal and you don't know how you're going to get it. No, I want that for lunch, right? Exactly. You know, perhaps you're like, oh, you know what would be really good right now? And whatever it is, you know, a big fat juicy steak and, you know, a sweet potato or, you know, whatever, right? Cutting into that steak, perfectly cooked, right? And you can taste it. Again, you don't know how or why or you know, when that's going to happen, but you can taste it. You can, you know, actually taste it. And next thing you know, who knows? Maybe somebody's like, hey, I found these extra steaks. Do you want them? Like, or, you know, someone's like, oh, I got somebody else's Omaha steak delivery. And it isn't mine, but they said to keep it. Do you want it? Because I don't. You know, you never know. You just never know. But if you can experience it, you can actually experience it in your imagination, both through imagery and just like that feeling and knowing and tasting, whatever, you know, your biggest sensory is, use it and see what happens. See what goes down. Maybe somebody's like, hey, Indigo, I brought an extra dish of pasta for lunch. Would you like it? Be open. It really is a good thing to practice. It's an amazing thing to practice. And that's how you should be manifesting, experiencing everything. Everything. As much as you can with all of your senses, if possible. Some things, you know, maybe some things you don't need a sound, right? But maybe you can feel it and touch it. You can taste it. Or the sound is your, that's so good, right? It could be anything. What I would like you to do today is utilize the power of imagery by finding a picture of your goal achieved. Flip through magazines or search online and print up an image that looks and feels exactly like the house you're wanting to build, or the business you want to start, or the experience you want to have, and then look at it all day long. Feel the feelings this picture conjures. Visualize yourself experiencing it as the truth. And keep this picture with you until the physical manifestation of it lands in your lap. Good morning, Caroline. I can taste, smell, feel. Yeah, and you could hear too. So that's exactly what she's asking you to do. She's asking you to do this, whether you want to cut things out for a vision board or to hold in your wallet. You can do that. You can do that, but experience it. Experience what it would be like if you were in that photo, if you knew that that business was yours. Experience is key. Experiencing it and allowing yourself to feel it as true. is the fastest way to manifest anything. You can write down things 55 times for 5 days, all day long. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It works. I've seen it work. However, if you experience it, that's where you're going to actually manifest it. If you can experience it every time you write it, it's going to get you there. But if you're just writing just to write, all you're doing is giving yourself a hand cramp. So, don't take other people's negative energy personally. Other people's energy is just that, other people's energy. It's got nothing to do with you. If your friend is pitching a fit because his frappe wasn't frapped enough, whining and kvetching that this always happens to him, it's his choice to perceive it as the greatest injustice ever perpetrated against mankind and to feel as if the entire world is against him. It's not your job to tell him to calm down, which, always goes over real well when someone is losing it. Let him have his experience while you focus on other things, like how interesting the artwork on the walls of the cafe is, or how blessed you are to have lips to drink your coffee with, or how delightful frapped your frappe is, or how perhaps it's time to start surrounding yourself with people who aren't such drama queens. When someone lobs a temper tantrum in your direction, drop your catcher's mitt, leave the field, and let them pick it up themselves. That can get difficult. We all experience it with people in our lives, our day-to-day lives. But you don't have to sit there and entertain it. You can just walk away. You can easily say, I'm going to leave you to this. I'll be back in a bit. I love you. I gotta go. It's your choice on what you allow your energy to be mixed with. Sometimes that's what people need because we've enabled it for so long, or we entertain it to where it becomes expected. And that's where the cycle needs to be broken. Someone needs to break that cycle. Right? Walk away and say, okay, I don't want to talk about this right now. I don't want to go down this road of life is so hard and, everyone hates me and the universe hates me, because I don't believe that anymore. That's not something I believe. I believe that the universe has our back. I believe that the universe wants to help us. But we're being stubborn. So I'm going to let you pitch your fit. I'm going to let you feel your feelings, and hopefully you can release this and you can see where you can take action to make things better. Some people won't be ready to hear that, and that's okay. But you don't have to sit there and... Sorry. My internet connection is going down. It was me. I had to go off my Wi-Fi. It's tough to just walk away when you're stuck next to someone like that in a meeting. Try to ignore. Yeah. No, I get that. And that's where we have to start, either, it's always best to lift these people up, right? See them as more, see them as more, present and cheerful and warm, that type of thing. It always works best to have that, right? To lift them up. But in the meantime, trying not to engage, trying not to give it attention. So, and then finding ways, the biggest thing for me in those situations is, again, to just lift them up and see them a happier version of themselves, and how wonderful it would be sitting next to everybody in a meeting where, nobody's yelling, right? We all feel calm and we're ready to problem solve, or whatever the case may be. So, um, so yeah. When you look in the mirror, the entire universe is staring back at you, not to creep you out or anything. The following is the most direct route to changing your life that I have to offer. Visualize whatever new situation you are excited and totally not screwing around about creating for yourself. See it, feel it, own it, be it, shout it from the mountaintop. Keep this energy strong. Then, do something that will advance you towards this new reality, that scares the holy heck out of you, or that makes you extremely uncomfortable, or that pushes you beyond what you once pretended your limits were. Repeat this drill every single day and your life will change so quickly you won't know what hit you. Bada bing, bada boom. I am a blank magnet. Fill in the blank with your noun of choice. Money, man, woman, happiness, client, brilliant idea, free, french fries, etc. Say it all day long. Feel it, believe it, own it, be it. So just try this out with different things throughout the day, or take one day and choose one thing per day and see what happens. Okay, Lindsay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be on much longer. But I might be here. So have fun with this. Choose this. Like, choose something significant or not significant. Like she said, free french fries magnet. Maybe I'm a free french fry magnet. Maybe I'm a free steak magnet. Maybe, and just play with it. Take your time and play with it. When a desire comes upon you, make that your mantra for a few hours. Excuse me. Or, if, I'm a new house magnet. I'm, you absolutely can do the money magnet. That's a very common one. Um, maybe you want to set a specific amount of money, right? I attract $5,000, so I'm a money magnet of $5,000. Whatever the case may be, play with it and, see what all happens. Change it up. We all have the capacity to be brilliant, boring, sweet, mean, lazy, inspiring, stupid, generous, cheap, rich, poor, adorable, obnoxious, successful, pathetic, badass, lame ass. The more you make a habit out of looking for the awesome, forgiving the fugly, and remembering that everyone is as lovable as they are flawed, including your sweet, stunning self, the happier you will be. As we all know, the best course of action to take when your internet's not working, which mine is not at the moment, or your computer's acting weird, or your kid's rubbing peas on the wall, is to unplug, turn it off, take a time out. Yet, when we're trying and failing to get funding for our new business, or the guy we just started dating isn't calling us back, or we're writing page after page of profoundly sucky material, and we got a big presentation looming in the distant future, we tend to push harder, overanalyze, get self-critical. Meanwhile, success comes from being in the flow, not forcing it until something breaks. Someone wise once said that you should meditate for an hour a day. Unless you're really busy, then you should meditate for 2. If you're feeling stuck or frustrated, go for a stroll, take a nap, shop online for shoes, stare at the sky and play with your lip. It's not about giving up, it's about recharging, reconnecting, and remembering that we live in a universe riddled with miracles. Surrender attracts, desperation repels. Surrender attracts, desperation repels. This is why a lot of people don't manifest what it is that they want, because they're in the state of desperation. Again, when we don't surrender, we don't get it. Just like I give that example all the time about asking for more soda from the universe, and the universe is like, give me your cup. You're like, what if you don't bring it back to me? And you're holding on to that cup. The universe is your waiter, right? The universe takes what you want, takes your order, takes it back to the people in the back, right? The cook, the bartender, and the next thing you know, your meal is there, perfectly cooked. Your drink is there, perfectly made. But if you refuse to give your order, or you refuse to allow them to cook it, and you don't keep looking back, seeing if they're making it, right? Or asking, hey, where's my food? I ordered it 20 minutes ago, right? It's not going to come. Because you're in a state of desperation. You're repelling it. You're making the, like, in the sense of the restaurant, if you kept begging and, bugging them, like, where's my food? Where's my food? Every 5 minutes, they're going to be like, I don't even want to bring it to you because you're annoying. You're not trusting that I'm going to bring it to you. Stop checking on me. I'm bringing it. We have been trained from birth to focus on goals and to actively seek them. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I need to stop yawning. It's a lifetime of this that we need to change that. Yeah. Yep. It's always been always been goals, and it's always been comparison. Always. And that's where it needs to stop, is the comparison too. Because a lot of the times, like, speaking from my own experience, yeah, even when you're a mom or a dad and you're talking about your children, like, oh, when did your child start walking? Like, you're then comparing your children. And then that makes you feel either really good or really bad, depending on where your child is at, right? My daughter, I think she started walking at 10 months. My son started walking at 13, right? It doesn't matter. My daughter was potty trained at 15 months. My son he was almost 4. And yet, if you tell people that, they either make you feel good or make you feel bad about it. And I had opposite ends of the spectrum. Doesn't make me any less of a mom, or a good mom or a bad mom. Right? I did the best I could with what I had and what I could. Have parents say, when are you going to get married, like your best friend did? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes. That's also a big thing too. Like, and I know a lot of the times it is out of concern and love, but it never comes off that way. Like, why? I'm not allowed to just be. I'm not allowed to explore life and maybe not settle down right away. Or maybe I'm waiting for the right person. I'm not settling, right? I'm not settling for somebody that I know would potentially A, cheat on me, or B, leave me. It's kind of ridiculous when people are always like pressured. Like, when do you get married? Maybe marriage isn't in the works for that relationship. Maybe it works that you guys are together but live separately. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no rules. You don't have to do it a certain way. You don't have to do it a certain way. But society makes us think that you must get married. You must get married young. You must have children. You must buy a house. You must do this. Like, if you don't, you're not successful. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Alright. I'm going to finish this last one, and then we'll chit-chat for a little bit. Probably save the rest for tomorrow. Yeah. Sit in a quiet place and close your eyes. Take a deep, expansive breath all the way into the very bottom of your stomach. Hold it for 3 seconds and let it out slowly, intentionally, fully. Clear your mind of all thoughts and connect with the cells that make up your skin, your lungs, your mouth, your whole body. Feel the energy moving through you from your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. Notice the vibrations of everything that makes up your mind, body, and soul, commingling and interacting and buzzing about inside of you. Focus on the atoms that make up your clothes, the air around you, the floor you're sitting on, the trees outside, the water and the clouds above your head, the sun and the moon, the stars in the galaxy, and all the space in our infinite universe. Sit for a moment and feel the energy within you, running through you, expanding out to all of the universe. Imagine shifting a single atom of thought or feeling or physicality within you, and visualize it rearranging all the energy within you and all the energy in the universe. Now visualize all the details of your desired reality. Embody it with all your senses and all of your feelings, and feel the energy inside of you shifting and aligning itself with the vibration of this desired vision. Feel the movement of all the energy inside of you, and feel this new arrangement within you, now expanding and rearranging and impressing your vision in energetic form on the cosmic force field of the universe. Just like a single water droplet falling into the ocean affects and is part of the giant mass of water, every tiny energy shift within you affects and is part of the infinite cosmic field. Sit in this thrilling energetic space of your desired reality. Hold it with you. Revisit it as often as possible. And know that as you and the universe come into energetic alignment with the vision of your new life, the vision is also taking shape in physical form on Earth. So, she's really getting down to like the scientific with the whole atoms and shifting atoms, and one little atom can change the whole dynamic of things, right? And feeling into that desired reality that you want. And play with this, right? Imagine what it is that you want. Imagine experiencing the day of the desired life that you have, that you want, but we now have it, right? Shift it. You want a new house? Well, how would you wake up differently? How would you go about that house differently throughout the day? How would you go? Thanks for the 3rd month subscribing, Brittany. How would you go about that? How would you go about your day? How would your drive to work be different? Maybe you don't get on the highway. Maybe you don't have to. Maybe you found a spot that is close to your work. Maybe you work from home now. Like, change it. Deal with it. Like, experience it all. So, I know we went through a lot today. Remember, you can forget what you don't want to deal with. I thank the universe for the great day and got paid a day early. See? See how Brittany's been making shit happen. That girl, I'm telling you, she's been making shit happen. She amazes me each and every day, not because I don't believe that she can't do it, but because of the way that she moves. It's my motto for the year. Yeah, exactly. Make shit happen. She's making shit happen. She made shit happen. Whoa. So we want to say I choose to forget this on things that we don't want to entertain. We want to become a magnet for whatever it is that you want. Play with that in different ways. It doesn't have to be a money magnet. It doesn't have to be a love magnet. It can be a house magnet. It can be a free food magnet. Maybe great deals. Maybe, surprises. I'm a pleasantly surprised magnet. Manifested a book this week. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Just start figuring out what it is that you want. Big, small, nothing is bigger than you. Nothing is smaller than you. It's all within you. The power is all within you. It's not a big deal. Just play with that. Play with different things. Maybe like she was a book magnet. She got to get her book. She didn't know how she was going to get it. She just knew she had it. And she got a pleasant surprise and she was able to order it. Do I got any inspiration for you? This whole live is all about inspiration. You have to take what resonates with you. What do you want? Become that. Become the person who has what you want. You have to take action towards it. But first you have to find what it is that you want. It can be as simple as, like I said, becoming a magnet. I'm not saying you can't have a new car today. You absolutely could. But you have to believe that it's possible. Do you really think you can have a car today? A new car today? Read the sticky note that says you are the luckiest person in the world every time you look in the mirror. Yes. Yes. You could absolutely manifest a new car today, but you have to believe that it's possible. You have to actually believe it to your core. Think about when you went and got that car, when you knew it was yours. You have to access that. You have to access that knowing you're going to the car dealership to pick it up. Big messages: feel it, taste it, smell it, appreciate, release it. Yes. Yes, I love that. Andre! You have to experience it in every form. Thank you for the rose. Imagine driving that car. What kind of car is it? What does it look like on the inside? Sit in that driver's seat. See your hands upon the wheel. I don't want to see you see your body. You don't want to see your body in this vision. You want to see your hands as if you're experiencing it in first person. Drive it. How does it drive? How does it smell? Does it got the new car smell? Experience it. And let things open up. Maybe you do go to the dealership and take a test drive and you're like, yep, this is the car I want. And then know that it's yours. Park it in your driveway. Park it in front of your house. Park it in your parking spot. Whatever it is that you have. It's yours. Where do you park it? How do you drive it? Where do you drive it to work? You have to experience these things in your imagination. I'm Also learning that the more I release what I don't need, the more stuff I want comes to me. Yes. Yes. Clutter is huge. Physical, mental, emotional, all of that. The more you release what's not serving you physically, mentally, emotionally, the more you open up for the room of what you do want. That's how flow works. If things are in your way and blocking you, remove them. Remove them. Don't just dream about it, experience it. Roll the windows down in that car and feel the wind blow through. I don't care if it's 30 degrees outside, do it. Do it with the car that you might have right now, but imagine it being the car that you want. Take care of the car that you have. Treat it as if it's that new car. Have a great day, Theo. Thanks for hanging out, dude. I love that. You have a wonderful surprise today. Yes. Wonderful surprises around every corner. Miracles can happen at any moment. You have to believe that in your gut. Not just your heart, not just your head. It has to be in your gut. All right, guys. I'm going to log off. I'm going to take care of some other things before I get my day going. I love you guys. Make today a great day. Do something different. Do something that's a little scary. And own it. See what happens. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Love you.